Hi there. New camera angle. Hopefully this works. I'm trying to figure out a camera angle lately. I'm speaking softly, but I've got my microphone nice and close, so hopefully you can hear me. Because again, not that I'm trying to be overly quiet, but why poke the bear? The little black and white bear is asleep over there. Why poke the bear? So that's my thinking. So I figure the sound of my voice is probably soothing to her, and I can get to work here. So I'm going to do a little bit more work on this end page, the front end paper, for the little. Got to remember the title of it. Near to Nature's Heart. I just love how that turned out. That turned out pretty. Very happy with that. Now I'm having fun with this. I've been rethinking my approach to glue because I gave a big long-winded lecture. I should know better. I always end up changing my mind. Hold on. I want some more paper. So I have decided I am going to try using glue stick and a little bit of art glitter glue. So let's give it a go. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work. I cut a fresh one of this because I have a few sheets of that. We'll see. Now, I just like to make sure, I haven't used this in a couple days. Yeah, see? It's a little bit stuck, so let's just get that. We've had another good day here with the with our little Kirby. That's good. And having good success with the potty training. Now what I've done here is something I do quite often. You've seen me do it before. When I'm going to lay down a fussy cut, I will give myself pencil marks to look for so that I can plop it where I want it, because it can be tricky. Sometimes you can think that you find the right spot and you think, oh yeah, that's the perfect spot, that's where I want it, and then when it comes time to plop it down, yeah, it gets plopped in a completely different spot. I don't know if you've done that. I have done it many times, and now I find that pencil lines, so I'm just going to put little dots on the little strategic points here and there, and holding it down. Either, in this case, I'm putting the pencil lines beside it, but sometimes I'll do the pencil lines right, sorry, I'm thinking. Sometimes I'll draw the pencil lines right onto the sheet and then just erase them later. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Apologize. Oh boy, let's cross our fingers. Okay, come on, move over a little bit, just a little. Let's see. Yes. Okay, pat down. Good success. Oh, don't do that. Thank you. Jeepers. Vigorous patting. All right, let me show you. So we've got that. Now I've got some fussy cut pieces right here, and we're going to play with that. Now I think they're small enough that I do believe I can, oh see, I don't want to cover up. Hold on, there's a little bird right there. I don't want to cover up that little bird. So let me figure out how I want to do this. But see, I've got these ends here where I had to cut that. I think it's some kind of vine, grapevine or that. So I want to cover up where I had to cut it off. That looks nice. Those ones were already there. That doesn't look natural. I have a bit more. I need to find the sheet. Oh. Let's see. I find it interesting. These things, whatever they are all pointing up, whereas the ones that kind of look like berries are hanging down, and then the leaves are going any which way they wish. So I'd like to incorporate a couple of those. I think I will. I'm just going to go over and grab one. I just want to get this off of here. So I hope you're doing well today. Not sure I'm enjoying this angle. I may try and put the camera on the other side next time because I'm right-handed. Maybe it coming over my right shoulder might be easier. So if I put that going up in that direction, it might look similar to the ones that are already pointing up. I like these little leaves. I think I want another one of those. I realized the other day, and I know I go through this every once in a while because I'll get somebody who lands on my page and is expecting a start, middle, and ending tutorial. So if you're new here, welcome. Once in a blue moon, I will do a tutorial where I start the task and I work on the task and then I finish the task. But it's very rare. So if you're new here and you're wondering what is involved in what this person is doing when she makes junk journals, what's involved is I make junk journals. Well, I prefer to call them artisan journals made from secondhand things. Anyhow, and what I do is I turn on my camera for 30 minutes, as many days of the week as I can, and I just do whatever work it is that I have tasked on my desk, and we have a little chat while I work. And if you happen to learn something along the way, that's great. Or if you have questions, love questions, write them down below. And I'll do my best to answer. I'm not professional. I don't have you know, a university art degree or anything. Everything I do, although I've taken many, many art classes at university level, yeah, I like that. What I do here now, making these books, is mostly what I call my creative experiment. And I consider what it is I need to do. I think about, oh, that's going that way. I think about what I want to accomplish and how I can do that. And then I do it and cross my fingers and hope it works out. So always keep that in mind. If you're thinking, why is she doing that? Well, sometimes I'm just crossing my fingers. But quite often, it's because I have done it more than a few times now. And I found for me, whatever it is that I'm doing works. All right, I'm liking this. Now, I think I need a bit of balance. If you're looking here, you'll see I've got that little 5-leaf cluster and that 5-leaf cluster. So I think I want to move it over so that there's balance. It's not going to let me. And sometimes in my videos you'll see and you'll think, does she wear that same outfit every single day? And first of all, that's a very good possibility. All of my favorite shirts, no, not this one, and I do love this one. Most of my favorite shirts, that's better, are white. And I don't know why. I think it's me and Whoopi Goldberg. We like white shirts. So, but usually what's happened is if I happen to have a day where I'm on a roll and I'm getting things done, I may record more than one episode, but then release them on different days. So if you see the same sleeves, you know, take a look at what it is I'm working on, and if it's the same book, chances are I recorded a couple of videos on the same day. That ends up being nice because then I get a little day off, but we still all get together. I'm really liking how this has turned out. I feel like it has... Nope. I feel like it has honored the original Ex Libris. Nope, I don't like that. Nope. Isn't it funny how we just know, when we see it, we know what we like? By layering them, see, these two were still attached. When I fussy cut it out, I kept those attached. By layering them, yeah, that works. it makes it still look like one big fussy cut. There, I like that because it still covers the end of this little stick or branch that's sticking out. But it keeps it still in the page. I want one more of the sticky uppy things. I wonder what they are. Do you think maybe they're lotus pods? Some of it, they'll know. Sorry, I'm over here fussy cutting one of these sticky uppy things. It looks like some of the pine cones on some of the coniferous trees we have in my area, but of course pine cones wouldn't be growing like this on this kind of branches. So I wonder what it is. There. Now I actually would like these staggered, so maybe put one there. Get my hand out of the way. And one there, like that. Let's see if I have any like that. There's a few. Those ones are a little bit wonky. So that works. Alright, I like that. Do you like that? Let's do it. Now I think with these little ones, I probably have already said this, but bear with me, I'm a little sleep deprived. I'm going to use art glitter glue. And I'm going to try my best to remember to pat gently so I don't rip this old paper. Now, how did I have that? I think I had it like that. That's working. Now, let's see. That's already glued down, so is that. So I just have to do that one. Microphone's really close to me. I hope you're not having to listen to me doing a lot of junk journal heavy breathing. Now, how have I got this? How did I do it? Oh, well, you know what? That's how it's going down. You know what? That works out well, because then there's 3, 1, 2, 3 of the 5 leaf ones. All right, let's do you next. I think I've discovered our little Dot was an angel in many ways, but one of the ways she was an angel was I've never known a dog like Dot who really didn't toot. And this new little one is making up for it. Wowie! She can clear a room. 4 pounds and she can clear a room. Fortunately, she's adorable. Some of you have been asking what breed she is. And her mother is half Shih Tzu and half poodle. Toy poodle. And her father is 100% toy poodle. Her father's actually apparently a champion. anyhow, so she's mostly toy poodle and a little Shih Tzu. Needless to say, we're having a lot of fun making fun of that name. Alright, I'm liking this. I was able to keep that dark green. I wanted this dark green, that bird, the leaves, because this is so dark. Now, that goes on last, that goes on next, so this goes on next. Rats, where did I have it now? There we go. Let's do this one. Oh, that was close. Did you see that? That could have been a disaster. Alright, so I want a little bit of that showing. Well, I wonder how we... Maybe I want that one over there. I rather like that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sorry if there's shadows. At least I've learned. I don't think I like this camera angle. But you never know until you try, right? Rats. Now, how did I have this? I think I had it that way and up there like that. And even if I didn't, that's where it's going to be now. Oh, yes. Very, very happy. Let me get these out of the way. We can take a look at it. And ooh and ah over what we achieved. So it was, it was parts of this, and it also was sort of like this, what's left under here. And now it looks like this. Oh, here's something I do. Whenever I think of something, I try and share it with you. Sometimes when I sew through a book cover, like I've done here, I fortified the stitching, or the glued edge here. Sometimes it just will not let me pop the thread to the back so that I can tie it in a knot. It's either tangled or going through the cardstock or the lace or whatever. And what I'll do in that case is I'll just pull it as much as I can over to this side, and then I just leave them long and glue them down. And they'll be underneath. They'll be underneath the end papers anyways. That's in the event that I don't want the threads showing, and I know it's very rare. I usually want all the dangly threads, and in this case, you know what? Haha, never say never. I don't feel like it, so there's no dangly threads, at least on the cover. Who knows what will happen? That's kind of thick. That is getting in the way. This here is getting in the way of my end paper lying flat. So it's coming off because we don't need it. Let's see if that's... All right, that's better. That's better. It's still a little bumpy. I may... Let me hold it up so you can see. I like that. I'm going to think about it. This is in between what I usually use for weight But sometimes when I have a shabby chic book and I have lots of knobby, gnarly stuff underneath, I need it to be a little bit heavier so it will stay nice and smooth once it's glued down. And I think I will be doing that with these. And then as ever, this edge will get trimmed in a bit more once I know where I want this to lie. But I like that. What do you think? I'm happy with that. Oh, I should show you the fabric that I'm going to use for when I sew the text block. I got it in Happy Mail from my crush quite a while back. She sent me this really delicate little fabric. It's got lavender, and it's got green, and it's off-white. Look at how tiny that little pattern is. I mean, here's the size of my hand. I think, Nancy, I think you mentioned that you thought it was like for doll houses, for people who make the little miniature houses or doll houses. I think I recall you saying that, which certainly makes sense. It is such a tiny pattern. I just don't see it being used for clothing or quilting or anything like that. It's so tiny. But I think it's got a little bit of the lavender in there. It's a slightly different green, but I think it's enough of a difference that it doesn't clash. I'm just putting it under there. You know me. I like to sort of get my vision going for my book. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. I like that. It's not much of it is going to show because the pages are going to be here for the text block, but it's the kind of thing that makes me happy and makes me smile, and it's just one of those little details that, well, makes me happy. I'm going to go iron this and get the template glued onto it so that I've just got that ready for whenever I need it. And then, of course, the exciting part of choosing pages. Ugh. Necessary evil. Anyhow, thanks for joining me today while we got this done. I hope you enjoyed seeing another one of my my classic cut-apart fussy cuts to create a whole new collage thing. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye.